So today I'm going to share with you on how to stay organized. I don't want to lie to you, sometimes I drop the ball and I can be super hard on myself, but the good thing about it is that I get back up, I try again, and I do, I cut myself some slack. So how to get organized is what we're talking about today. A friend of mine sent me a private message, and they were just asking, how I can advise them on how to keep their lives organized. So as some of you might know, I am married and we don't have kids, but I stay with my two little nephews. One is 5 and one is 2. So I try to stay on top of my game at all times so that everyone knows what to do at a certain time and that the whole household runs smoothly. So I'm going to share with you guys what I've learned over the years and what I do and what I used to do and what I've changed. So disclaimer is that I am not perfect, and sometimes I drop the ball here and there, but then I always try to hold myself accountable. So one of the most important things to do is to plan the night before. But the thing is that I plan to plan. So on Sunday, you make a list of the things that you need to do, your to-do list for the week. On Sunday, I do my meal planning, I do my grocery shopping, and then I plan for the week. So you guys know I post on Thursday, so I already know on Sunday that I'm going to post on Thursday. So what I need to do is that I need to then narrow down what I want to post on and do some researches on whatever it is that I need to do. I need to record and to edit. I need to slot in all that, and then sometimes I've got projects that I'm working on, organizing projects, decorating projects, and then I need to do school runs. So it's like it can be overwhelming if you do not narrow it down. That's why planning your week is always important. Tip number 1, I plan ahead. So for starters, every Sunday I do my meal prepping. So I list down what we're going to eat for the week, and then I list down my grocery list. So I do all of my shopping on Sunday on the basis of what I've already listed on my meal prep. And then number 2, I do my lunch box prepping on Sunday as well, because I'm going to go out anyway and do my grocery shopping. So I list down my lunchbox preps. So for Josh, who goes to school, we plan that ahead. For my husband, or so for example, if you're going to work, let's say you, your husband, or your kids are going to school, cook ahead. Freeze meals, like for example, I'll do like omelets or frittatas or pasta bags and stuff like that, and then I portion them. So if it's stuff that can be easily cooked, store it in the freezer on Sunday. And then if it's my sister that's helping out, or it's me or anyone else that has to grab and go, they know where it is. So that makes life a whole lot easier for me. Then tip number 3 is that I always have a to-do list. I love lists. I don't always skip to the list and not cool at all, but write down a list that you're gonna stick to. At least if you do get away from it a little bit, you know where to get back to. You have to manage your time, you have to manage everything that you're doing on the list. Make sure you tick it off and celebrate every time you do get something done. So on that to-do list, what I do is that I carve out time even to think. I carve out time for my devotion. I carve out time for what I'm going to post on that week for my YouTube channel, what I'm going to post on my social media, and all the stuff. I have that all on my to-do list, and it just makes it manageable. So I know what I'm planning for, whether I'm doing some researches on the topics that I want to work on. I already have that listed down, and then I work from there. So if you watch my very first video, I have a journal, and then so I go in the week, and then I just put little stickers or reminders for me to go in there, like a skeleton, and then I just go in there and just do a body. And then I have a separate book where I list down my meal plans my business ideas, my YouTube ideas, and all that stuff. So everything is written down. I can guarantee you, you have to write everything down. I believe in writing down because, I mean, even the Bible, Habakkuk 2:2 says, write down your vision, make it plain, so that he who sees it may run with it. So write down your vision, write down your plan, write down what it is that you want to accomplish that week. Number 4 is learn to say no. You can't be everything for everyone. If I do not have time on the list for that item that you need me to do, I gladly say no. And not to be offensive, you actually don't have to mean about it, but then if you keep saying yes to everyone, there is someone else that will be disappointed, and then at the end of the day, that person will be you, because your work or whatever business that you need to handle will be the one that lags behind, because you're doing everything and you're being everything for everyone. So learn to say no. So I had to learn tactics of saying no very nicely. So for example, let's say you're at work and a colleague of yours or someone senior to you wants you to do something for them. You can just say, you know what, I'm currently busy with this, I can help you with it when I'm done. Unless if you're in a hurry, you can find someone else to do it. But if you can wait, I can help you when I'm done. So if it's urgent for them, they have to go and ask someone else to do it. But if not, then I will help them as and when I'm done, because I have a list and I'm prioritizing that. And I've taught this to a lot of people that I used to work with. You need to have a list. It is actually evidence that will come in handy for you one day. I remember at a time there was a colleague that, you know, was really messing up my name and just, oh, Tabeth is lazy, she doesn't work. And I remember I just pulled out my journal and I said, I actually can account for every hour of my day here. And so it ended up being that my boss saying, okay, well, Tabeth seems to have evidence against your allegations, and you know what, I won that case. So well, in drastic situations like those, having lists and writing down everything that you're doing, you know, does come in handy. But that's for if you need to organize in your workplace. But then if you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're trying to juggle, you're trying to have your home life to be precise and operate everything in precision, it is also very, very important to list down your items. That brings me to number 5. I plan my cleaning items as well. So I'll show you just now. You see on Sunday we do laundry for maybe it's my husband, or Tuesday with laundry for somebody else, and you know, and then it's cleaning certain areas, and then one day a week, except for Sabbath, we're specifically zoning in specialized cleaning. So basically something like zonal cleaning. So I'll clean the whole house, but then let's say maybe the study needs thorough cleaning, or a little bit of, you know, zooming into cleaning into whether it's dusting or, you know, just getting into the nicks and crannies. It is all in my cleaning plan. So I have my cleaning plan for the whole week. So the next thing, it would be to deal with those time wasters. So I struggle with this as well. Social media is a time waster. TV is a time waster. I mean, many times you would find that you just want to go and like somebody's picture because the notification just popped up, and then you end up scrolling onto another page and another page, and the next thing is 2 hours later, you're like, what have I been doing? I haven't been doing anything. And that's what social media does. So what I do is that I have a time to post, and then I'll go and check maybe at a certain time, just to maybe go and respond if someone has said anything, or someone needs me to respond to something. I think the best thing would be that you plan your social media times, you plan your TV times, you plan your entertainment times. So for example, for me, I would probably say an hour for TV is enough, so that after that I have time to read a book. right? So the best time for me to read a book would be after dinner, when everyone else is just chilling and now they're watching TV. I have time to myself, and then I just go into my bedroom and then I set an hour's timer to read a book, and then say my prayer, and then I'm off to bed. First thing in the morning, I sneak out before everyone wakes up. My alarm goes up at 5:30, and then the first 30 minutes I spend those doing my devotion and prayer time before I make my school run. Even my school run is also designated to my whole list. So I would challenge you to plan social media times, plan your TV watching times, because at the end of the day, those people that you're watching on TV, they're working, they're getting paid, and they're being productive with their time. So if I'm going to spend time watching TV and that taking away from something that I could have done to better my future, I think that it's basically as if I'm stealing from, the future Tabeth. So like I had mentioned that a friend of mine had asked for my advice regarding timekeeping. I think the best advice would be to have a list of your objectives. Make a list of the items that you need to accomplish in a day at work, and then make a list of the things you need to accomplish at home. Do meal prepping. What it does is that you know exactly what you need to do the moment you walk in the house. You're not gonna go, oh, Bobby, what are we gonna cook today? Oh, you ask your husband, oh, what do you want to eat today? No, you already have a plan. And then on the meal prepping, I just wanted to just say that the best thing to do is to involve everybody in the meal prepping. Just find out what your kids like to eat and include those meals in the meals for the week. What it does is that everyone feels that they are part of your whole planning and the part of the routine, and they are very cooperative on that. The other thing is, have the kids help around the house within your routine. Have them take the dishes to the sink. Have them clean up after themselves. After they're done playing, don't let the toys lie around. They need to pick up toys after themselves. You won't get in your car and just start driving randomly and you don't even know where you're going. So if you are just randomly living your life without being strategic about what you're doing, you're basically stealing from yourself, and you're basically just aimlessly doing things without a destination, without knowing the results that you want from that and what you expect of yourself. Just hone in and zoom into those specific areas that you want to accomplish. I'm a professional organizer. I organize homes. If you need professional organizing services, I'm going to leave my email address below. If you contact me, I come and I do a consultation in organizing, whether it's your kitchen, whether it's your closet, or just organizing your whole life all together. I help you do that. So I am rooting for you to get organized, and leave me a comment below and tell me how it's going. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and hit that little subscribe button right there in the corner, and hit the notification bell as well, so that every single time I post my video you can get a notification of any new content that I have, which is uploaded every Thursday. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit me up on my social media. I'm going to leave my handle right here on the screen for you to check it out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.